What's good, everybody? I'm Brian.
And I'm Ashley.
And in today's video, we are doing a breakdown of episode 1 of Dexter, season 1. I came up with the idea to do a breakdown of every episode of Dexter up until the new season, which comes out November 7th. And so from every day until November 7th, we're putting out a video doing a breakdown of every episode of Dexter. With that being said, let's get into it. What were your thoughts on the first episode of Dexter?
Okay, so we've obviously watched Dexter before.
Right.
So we're rewatching it, but I still, I know we've talked about before where there are some shows where you got to get halfway into the season or watch 5 or 6 episodes before you really get like hooked onto a show. But even now rewatching it, even just watching episode 1, it's like, oh my God, I really want to watch this.
Yeah, Dexter, the first episode of Dexter got me hooked. Like, after that, I was hooked.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I watched it.
Wait, was the first time you watched it? The first, like, we watched it together, or you watched it before that?
I watched the first season by myself, like, before we met.
I feel betrayed.
What? It was before we met. What are you talking about? No, the first time I watched the first episode, and we actually just watched the first episode again tonight, because that's what we're going to do every single day up until the new season come out. But the very first time I watched the first episode, I got hooked immediately because I've never seen a show that told the story from the killer's point of view like that.
Right.
And like even like how he narrates through the episode, it's like reading a book almost.
Yeah, which I like.
It's like you're reading a book, but also watching it play out in front of you, and I really like that a lot.
But also, like, yeah, he's killing people, but it's like funny at the same time.
I mean, it's some funny stuff in it. The guy who played Officer, what's his name? We just watched the shit.
Dokes.
Yes. Fucking hilarious. The way he talked to Dexter is funny. But what were some of your favorite parts of the first episode?
You can't ask me questions on the spot like that.
I like how they did the he's a serial killer himself, but he's intrigued by another serial killer who leaves no blood, and considering he's a
blood analyst.
Yeah. And he's like really intrigued by that. I like that. Like that's what kind of made me get hooked, is he's like intrigued by a serial killer who's like taunting him.
Right.
And I'm like a sucker for mysteries and stuff like that. So this like really, really hooked me.
The part at the end. Okay, wait. Am I supposed to like not say things like for spoilers or?
Spoiler alert if you haven't seen this, that came out in
Okay, but there are a lot of people who haven't seen it. Or there are a lot of people like me who can't remember shit and need to rewatch stuff all the time. Anyways, the part at the end.
Spoiler alert.
Yes, spoiler alert. The part at the end when he had like come home and that head was on his freezer and that body was in there, and he was just all like nonchalant about it, like he was so excited.
Well, because
that would scare the shit out of me.
Because he felt like somebody challenged him. And
no, I get that, but still, like I'm thinking, like if I came home and some shit like that was just in my freezer, I'd be like, "What the fuck?" You're
also not a serial killer, so
you don't know that.
Okay,
I'm just kidding. That's a joke.
So watching this first episode, as soon as I seen Dokes, Masuka, like
all those memories, the funny memories come back.
Yeah, those guys are pretty funny. Dokes just come on saying fuck you to Dexter pretty much. I thought that was hilarious. But what else did you like about the episode?
I'll tell you what I don't like.
Okay.
And this is just like me, my personal issues. I don't like the girl who plays his sister.
Why? Oh my.
Because I watched that exorcism movie and I can't like picture her as anything else. I don't care how long it's been. I don't care that it's a completely different character. That's all I see is her in the exorcism, and I'm scared. Even just looking at her face right now on the computer, I feel like her eyes are scary.
Just thinking about that movie, which has nothing to do with this show.
No, but that movie fucked me up.
Besides her being in it.
That movie fucked me up.
I like her character on the show, though. She's very, like, she doesn't hold back her emotions.
No, I definitely agree. And I mean,
she speaks her
like
mind,
I said, it's my own personal issue that I have. She's a great actress and that kind of stuff, but it's just looking at her face scares me.
Oh my god! I also like how he's in a relationship but has no feelings at all.
I mean, he seems to do a very good job of just, like, I think he said that. Didn't he say that in, like, the first couple minutes of the movie? Or, I mean, the show, that he basically fakes all of his emotions and he does a pretty damn good job. Like, I mean, he does...
he does it to blend it.
Right, but he does a good job of it. And he does a good job, like, you know, acting like he's interested in people when he gives no fucks about them or, you know, just all that kind of stuff.
Right. I think the show would be completely different if he wasn't, like, talking to himself pretty much the entire time.
Oh, yeah.
I think that would change the
whole dynamic, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely perfect the way that it's set up.
Right. Well, that was the first breakdown of the first episode
of
Dexter.
It's okay. Kind of short because, like, you know, first episode, not a ton happened, but...
a lot of stuff. Kind of.
Okay, but I'm saying, like, once we get deeper into the story, we'll have some more stuff to talk about.
You know, and just starting to introduce characters like Lieutenant LaGuardia, whatever how you pronounce her name.
She's a bitch.
Not in the first episode.
No, but like
see, you just thinking about in the future episodes, whatever. Nah, she cool. Her, Rita. Batista, ain't that his name?
Yeah, he's fucking funny too.
yeah, he is.
Yeah.
But yeah, they introduced like 5-6 main characters in the first episode. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was just really getting to know Dexter and what he does and how he thinks.
I'm just looking at the original release date here was 2006.
Yes.
I was still a child, so I definitely didn't watch this when it like first came out. What year do you think you first watched it?
It was after I graduated. Probably 2009 or 10. 2010. It would have been 2009, 2010, like beginning 2010.
Right. I don't remember when we first watched it.
It was a few years later. But, yeah. So, tomorrow, we'll be doing a breakdown of episode 2. If you guys want to watch it with us, feel free to follow along. We'll be posting a video every single day. Leave some comments down below. Tell us what your favorite scenes or
who your favorite character so far is,
or favorite lines, because I got a lot of those.
Yeah.
Leave that down below. And as always, like and subscribe. Deuces.